They've been talking about it. Trump brings it up every now and then. Um, he comes up with the nuclear shit, and these people are radical. They didn't want to negotiate, blah, blah, blah. I think he understands that this war is highly unpopular, even within his base. And, Trump's an egomaniac. So he's going to obviously, feel the need to constantly defend himself. Pete Hegseth and Kane are doing, back to back fucking press conferences talking about the conflict. So they're feeling the heat. And I think Marco Rubio, obviously saying what he said, that fucked things up too and throw a wrench in it. So, and then, yeah, like you said, I've been seeing CENTCOM and Israel, both of them releasing unclassified video of them blowing shit up, even though it's paintings, which is hilarious. So that's actually a good metric that if they really did have the air superiority, they'd be recording it and proving it like, hey, look, we're in their airspace. We're fucking flying over Tehran and we're bombing it.
That's a fact.
Appreciate that. Just before I give you the mic back, Joel, guys, we did an interview with Lieutenant Colonel Anthony Aguilar earlier on today. A brilliant interview, and he explained, and remember, he's served for 25 years in the American Army and got to the rank of Lieutenant Colonel. And he went through detailed account of why he believes America has lost the war. And he's explained a few different key components to it. Of why, including that they're going to run out of defense interceptor missiles, including the situation that they're in, including the time and the geographic location. And also he talked about the double tap method that was used on that girls' school in Iran. That tweet is in the nest. It's gone live. I was trying to change the time, but I flipping missed it because I was on the space. I'll try and do it later. So because it's gone live, guys, if you can go to the tweet in the nest, and I put it in the YouTube comments and just open it on a separate tab. You don't need to leave this space. Just open it up on a separate tab and write a like on it and get everybody to view it. Because you can see there's a lot of people who think otherwise. So click on the tweet in the nest, open it on another tab, and just give the support for that video. He's a veteran, and we've got loads of American veterans coming on. Put it on a separate tab. Who've given you the military expertise. So check that out.
Sorry, Suleiman, hold on with Suleiman. You said that America is running out of Patriot missiles and stuff like that in the Middle East?
Well, they are, yeah.
Okay, so who does that affect besides Israel? Let them fucking blow Israel up. America's homeland is not being touched. What the fuck does that matter to America if Israel gets fucking blown the fuck up?
There's a lot of time.
Gary's asking the real questions.
Sorry?
No, I said Gary's asking the real questions because it's true. Like, they don't pose a threat to us, but like, yeah, dude. I mean, it's all the Gulf states.
I don't give a fuck if Israel gets blown up. As a matter of fact, Suleiman, I predicted Israel would get a fucking hell of a year this year. You know this. So
Myron,
at the end of the day,
Gary's point isn't that. He's saying that the fact that America is running out of defense interceptor missiles in the Middle East is not an issue. What's your thoughts on that, Myron?
Well, I mean, the Gulf states are getting cooked too. It's not just Israel. It's the Gulf states are running out. I think I forget if it was Qatar or Bahrain. Basically, I'll make it nice. Like, all the Gulf states have like less than a week of interceptors left at this rate. Well, I think one of them, the closest, is running out in like 3 to 4 days is going to run out. So I forget which country it was. Someone probably up here knows exactly which one. But all Gulf states are within a week of losing all their interceptors, pretty much.
It's Bahrain.
It's Bahrain. Okay. Yeah, they've been getting pummeled.
At the end of the day, guys, Saddam fucked with American money. He's gone. Gaddafi fucked with American money. He's gone. Iran was fucking with the petrodollar. He's gone. I mean, you guys can say this is for Israel all you want, but at the end of the day, I've said this many times. China had 3 plugs for oil when 2026 started. Venezuela, they're gone. Now it's Iran's turn. And the only other one after this is going to be Russia. And we're going to make a deal with Russia sooner or later to cut China off. This is in America's interest because China is our enemy. And if we have to fucking sacrifice Israel, then so fucking be it. I'm more than willing to sacrifice Israel to fucking get the mullahs out of power.
Why do you want the mullahs out of power so bad?
Oh, I mean, listen, before they came to power, the Shah was one of America's greatest allies. If we have Iran under American influence, that means we have a say in their oil. Saudis aren't going anywhere. They're America's best friend in the Middle East. Venezuela's.
Yeah, Relentless Viking. Yeah, you have to be subscribed to watch the shit, man. You do have to be subscribed to watch it. I'm trying to find a way to get you a sub, though. Let me see if I can find a way.
enough oil. If we can squeeze the Chinese on oil, then that makes everything else they're going to do, whether they have the rare earth minerals, whatever, it makes it absolutely irrelevant. And secondly, I'm an American citizen. I believe in American supremacy, and I don't give a fuck what anyone says. America first means I am willing to burn every fucking country to the ground to make sure America stays a superpower. And that's exactly what's happening.
Adam or Jay, do one of you guys want to respond?
Yeah, if I could just point out, Max keeps saying that America is going to take out anyone who provides oil to.
Hold on one sec. This bitch ass nigga Jay Hockey or whatever the fuck or Juice, you guys can all get the fuck out of my chat, bro. I've already had this discussion with Gary a million times. We disagree on this. I've talked with him about this shit a million times when we get sushi and shit. So I really don't give a fuck to have to that's why I'm trying to fucking take care of my guy right now with the subs instead of this. We disagree on this topic. Okay? You stupid ass niggas in the chat just want to fucking see a fight. I've already talked with Gary about this shit a million times. We disagree on this. Niggas are retarded, bro. I'm trying to find a way to get Restless Vikings some subs so that he can get him a sub so he can fucking watch the shit.
And if you look at what's been happening since the start, of this war, all of the GCC states are actually going to their BRICS partner for defense, as America has denied them the interceptors, that.
Yo, Restless Viking, do me a favor, bro. Type in a chat so I can find you. Okay. Yeah, well, I'll unmute this so you guys can listen to them debate and shit. But I've already had this discussion with Gary a million times on Iran and the mullahs and shit like that.
American empire is stronger than ever, but all of our biggest allies are pivoting away from us and at least coming up with a backup plan. And it seems now they're tapping more and more into that backup plan as we are losing on the battlefield. So following the money, your argument doesn't make any sense. You're delusional. And to think that this war benefits America, looking at how much the past adventures in the Middle East have inflated our currency, again, is delusional. If America wanted to, print money and spend it in a sensible way, we would have been investing that money here in America, and then our country would have been far more advanced than South Korea, Japan, and all those other, far eastern countries where they have a better standard of living than over here. So follow the money, and you'll see how easy it is to pick apart your delusional argument.
Okay, I'm just going to give the mic back
It's
to you.
nothing to pick apart. It comes down to this: if the Saudis, I'm just
going to give the mic back to you. Let me just break this breaking news. Some more breaking news. The IRGC report that the Iranian Navy struck a U.S. oil tanker in the northern Persian Gulf, which is still burning. So the IRGC Navy, the Iranian Navy, struck a U.S. oil tanker in the northern Persian Gulf. That's just breaking news. Just come out now.
Outstanding. Another soft target hit by Iran. Congratulations. They do nothing but hit soft targets. None of our aircraft carriers have even been close to being touched. As for the Saudis, I can assure everybody listening. I can assure everybody listening that if the Saudi, and by the way, I'm a big supporter of the Saudi royal family. Long may the Crown Prince reign. If the Saudis ever switched and stopped using the American petrodollar system, they would be out of power within 2 weeks. Everyone in the royal family knows this.
But they're already
using the dollar for 90 to 85% of all their transactions. Those are facts. Those are absolute facts. As for Venezuela, they have the largest oil reserve in the world. We own that right now. We own Venezuela. We own the Saudis, and soon we're going to own Iran. And then we have a complete monopoly over OPEC, over every nation that has a big oil, because we still got bases on Iraq, boys. Don't forget about that. We still got bases there. So the Americans will run the petrodollar system.
Listening to that guy.
All right. How the U.S. plans the 4-week war attack strategy against Iran. This is week 1. The operation begins with U.S. Navy destroyers firing Tomahawk cruise missiles from hundreds of miles out, designed to completely blind and crush the enemy's anti-air defenses. This is week 2. The objective shifts to destroying the entire Iranian naval fleet. But it's not that easy, as the Iranian Navy fought back, launching surface-to-air and anti-ship missiles at our fighter jets. Here comes week 3. With the skies contested but clearing, the U.S. brings in the heavy hitters. B-2 stealth bombers drop in to eliminate high-value targets hidden deep in underground bunkers. While week 4, the campaign wraps up with a targeted sweep. Advanced stealth fighters, the F-22 Raptors and F-35s, are sent in to hunt down and destroy any remaining ballistic missiles before they can be launched. This is how the first week went. The strategy was twofold. First, leadership decapitation. In the opening hours, precision strikes specifically targeted the highest echelons of the Iranian government, successfully striking the compound of Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei and severely disrupting the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps' chain of command. In the first week, the U.S. military brought out its heavy hitters. Tomahawk land attack missiles were fired from Navy warships heavily built up in the region. Hundreds of Tomahawks were used to blind Iranian radar and destroy heavily fortified infrastructure from a safe standoff distance. Simultaneously, the U.S. deploys the EA-18G Growler. These specialized jets don't drop bombs. Instead, they fire concentrated electronic warfare signals that jam Iran's Russian-made S-300 and indigenous Bever-37.
Okay, so that's 300. We know this is the Russian one, and the Bever are the ones that are made domestically. That's 300. And I'm really trying to figure this shit out, guys, because I'm really trying to war plan this thing for you guys. Because in my head, I'm like, bro, I know these niggas didn't get these radars and get their shit pushed in on the first day. Ain't no way, bro. Anwar says, keep crushing it. Thank you so much, bro. Mzoids, much love. Shout out to all you guys, man. Hold on. Yeah, S300. Okay, KSAM, South Korea's mobile medium-range surface-air missile versus S-300. Oh, it is. All right, let's see if we can get a...
This is the S-300 surface-to-air missile system, or the HQ-9 in China, which may or may not have stolen the design from the Russians. It rocks a range of 40 to 200 kilometers depending on the munition, and they can reach a max altitude of roughly 30 kilometers. It works with a 4-missile salvo system, each in separate launch tubes. And most impressively, its best missiles can hit a speed of over Mach 7. This is the S-300 surface-to-air missile system.
Interesting, interesting. Oh, so that's 300 is like their lowest tier shit, bruh.
Russian NS-32ME engagement radar system on an NA-83ME Teller tracked vehicle. Via longer range missile, this Teller vehicle shown here is making its way to a newfound position. The 9M82 missile is 10 meters long, 0.5 meters wide, and can target aircraft at 100 kilometers. The S-300V system uses 9M83 Gladiator missiles and 9M82 Giant.
Yeah, so this is like developed by the former Soviet Union. This shit old as fuck, man.
3 air defense systems. The enemy radar screens literally go blank. This paves the way for fifth-generation aircraft, including F-35 stealth jets and F-22 Raptors, were utilized to slip past early warning systems and clear the skies, paving the way for fourth-generation fighters like the F-15 E-Strike Eagles.
Yeah, and those have like they can carry a lot more load to blow shit up. F-22s and F-35s can't carry as much. F-22s are obviously like the main ones because they have the best stealth profile by far.
After the anti-air defense system were destroyed by these aircrafts, the U.S. Central Command brought out the Cold War-era MAD B-52 strategic bombers operating directly over Iranian airspace, dropping heavy payloads on military complexes and IRGC command centers. Over 1,700 to 2,000 Iranian targets were struck in the first week of the operations. This is the ultimate insult in modern warfare, taking your enemy's most infamous weapon and firing it right back at them. For years, the Iranian Shahed kamikaze drone wreaked havoc. But when the US captured one, they didn't just study it, they cloned it. Stripped down and upgraded with American tech, the US built a mass-produced expendable swarm drone. In a devastating twist of irony, they launched these one-way attack drones straight back into Iranian airspace. This is week 2 is about taking away the enemy's ability to hit back. First up is the Jashin. When this Iranian fast attack craft approached a US surface action group, it fired a US-made Harpoon missile, a remnant from pre-revolution armed sales. The US cruiser USS Wainwright successfully evaded it using electronic countermeasures and chaff. The US ships instantly returned fire, sinking the Jashin in what became the world's first ever missile duel between warships. Then came the Sahand. This Iranian frigate sailed out to challenge the US fleet and fired at passing aircraft. The response was immediate. Navy attack jets and the destroyer USS Joseph Strauss swarmed the vessel, pummeling the Sahand with missiles and heavy bombs
Niggas are retarded. That was a suicide mission.
until it caught fire and ultimately sank after its own munitions detonated. Later that same afternoon, a third ship, the Sabalin, tried its luck. The frigate fired a surface-to-air missile at a US jet. The pilot simply dodged the missile, looped right back around.
Yo, Restless, everything's on OSS, bro. Just watch on OSS and has timestamps too. It's better. Just watch on OSS, bro.
And dropped a 500-pound laser-guided bomb directly down the ship's exhaust stack. The internal explosion completely crippled the vessel. The overarching goal behind all of this was to secure the Strait of Hormuz, the single most critical choke point for global oil. Then comes the third week, launching $2 billion stealth bomber again to hit the underground nuclear programs. The problem is, these aren't just buildings you can level. They are heavily fortified subterranean labyrinths buried deep beneath solid rock. If you wait too long, the enemy moves their most critical assets, nuclear enrichment fuels, into impenetrable bunkers. So the military drops this specialized deep penetration munitions, massive bunker busters designed to slice through the earth and detonate inside the mountain. It's a surgical, violent procedure meant to collapse the underground networks entirely, setting the nuclear program back by decades. By week 4, you've achieved full air superiority. The massive bombing campaigns stop, and the hunting game begins. F-22 Raptors and F-15s take over, aggressively patrolling the entirety of Iranian airspace. They are kept continuously aloft by a steady rotation of flying tankers. It becomes a highly coordinated hunt. Targets are identified by Space Force satellites and Central Command, with the data fed straight to the fighters, usually directed by an E-2D Hawkeye command plane. The primary strategy here is to avoid a ground occupation entirely. Instead, the US controls the battle space from above. Striking from the air, the absolute second a target exposes itself. They are specifically hunting for missile launchers, which are typically tucked away in hidden underground facilities. To keep the pressure on, MQ-9 Reaper drones patrol the skies 24/7. The moment the enemy rolls out a ballistic missile to attempt a launch, those Reapers are already waiting above, ready to wipe it out with
Yeah, and that's what they've been like careful of, or what the Iranians been careful of at least.
Hellfire missiles. Even if you are bombarded with all kinds of spam emails, jump calls, and all kinds of online breaches with our take advantage. By utilizing the narrow geography of the Strait of Hormuz, they can still launch devastating close-range strikes against the U.S. Navy fleet. By waiting in ambush near expected carrier movements, Yatter-class submarines could fire a coordinated torpedo strike, targeting the hull and propulsion systems of U.S. carriers. A successful torpedo strike on an aircraft carrier could disable its flight deck operations, significantly reducing the U.S. Navy's ability to project air power in the region. Additionally, these submarines could lay underwater mines in critical sea lanes, forcing U.S. warships into predetermined ambush zones where Iranian missile and drone attacks could follow up. But if the Iranian disable the Navy carrier, can the U.S. still fight back? The answer is yes. Focusing only on the slow-moving ships is a mistake. The United States holds an ace up its sleeve that doesn't need to wait for a clear shipping lane. Even without a carrier strike group, the U.S. can deliver precision strikes for weeks to come. This is the domain of Air Force Global Strike Command. They can deploy the Big Three strategic bombers anywhere in the world in just 24 hours. First, you have the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. This is the door kicker. It is the only aircraft in history capable of taking off from Missouri, flying nonstop to Iran, penetrating the most advanced.
Yeah, I literally did it in like 18 hours, which is fucking crazy. Flew across the world. Speaking of which, guys, speaking of flying across the world, make sure to get my book, Why Women Deserve Less. Okay, you go search here, Why Women Deserve Less, and it comes right up as a top search. Let's go. And we are #1 in psychology, okay? Don't forget to get my book. It's live right now, guys. Okay. I want to fucking continue to be #1. So let's get a couple copies, give it to your friends. Okay.
Everyone to get off the bus, get all the suitcases off the
So,
bus. X-ray everything for bombs. Everyone's getting off the bus, finding their suitcase because there's a huge line. So I had to stop the bus.
here's the book, niggas.
Right line to go. Stop the bus. Because I stayed with the bus. Everyone's off on the station. Everyone's trying to
Why Women Deserve Even Less. Book #2 is out, chat.
scanning my body for just
So, is there a brokey price book, bro? This shit's $19.97, nigga. What do you said 19? Oh, there's a Kindle. There you go. The Kindle's out, niggas. Kindle is out. There's your brokey version. It's only $9.11. Don't ask me how I came up with that price. So yeah, you guys can go ahead and get the Kindle too. Buy it right now, with one click, nigga. Okay, Kindle's $9.11. Less than $10. You can literally get that shit right now, one click. All right, get the book, ninjas. Get the book. Why Women Deserve Even Less. Now we got it out in fucking Kindle. We are cooking, baby. Okay. And then also, guys, do me a favor. Make sure to definitely make sure to leave me a 5-star review. Because I know for a fact these niggas are going to complain. Oh, bro, this book is misogynistic or some other bullshit like that, man. So rock with your boy, man. Okay. Yeah, of course I ordered my own book. Nigga, I had to get a couple copies so I can give it out for free. Yes, I did order own copies of my own book. Okay. I got to show love to the people, man. So anyway, yeah, book is out there, guys. And it's also, you get a paperback or you can get it on Kindle. Hardcover coming soon. Hardcover's coming soon. And then the Audible version is going to come soon too. All right, I'm going to get off YouTube, guys. Come on over to Kick. All you guys watching on YouTube, you guys already know the deal. You guys should know this at this point. I'm getting the fuck off of dumbass YouTube. It's Kick time. That's becoming my main platform, guys. So come on over to Kick, please. I appreciate it if you guys came. All right. It's better anyway, bro. You don't got to fucking, there's no ads, chat. Kick is better anyway. There's no ads. It's pinned. Okay. Come on over. Okay, I'm up late at night for you guys. Come on over to Kick, bro. I'm ending YouTube right now, guys. Come on over to Kick, guys. Ending the YouTube stream now. Ending the YouTube stream. Come over to Kick, guys.
I'm on YouTube anymore, man.
I'm going to end it with Twitter, too. Fuck Twitter.
Yeah, see, I do. See, I can't say fuck Twitter.
If you're watching on Twitter, guys, come on over to Kick as well. Okay? And if you're watching on Party, come over to Kick. Kick.com/MyronGainsX. Come on over.
Let's see.
All right.
Yeah, my YouTube followers don't fuck with me at all, so I'm getting out of here.